Hey guys, Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I personalize all of these hairbrushes. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I would like to let everybody know that these hairbrushes are being sold on happyglamlife.com. so if you ever wanted to purchase any of these, you can buy this non-customized or customized, or some people say personalized, which means you can put whatever name or message you want on the back, just like I'm showing here. So I have 4 different colors or style, as you say it. They're all in floral style, and these are UV painted on, so they do not come off easily. And so what I do is I customize them, and they have very soft bristle, and as you can see, it's very soft on the hair, and it's not very harsh on the hair. It doesn't pull or tug or break your hair. So this style over here is what I'm going to show you how I created this personalized name at the back. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Okay, so the very first step is creating the layout. So I have 2 different layouts. One is I have kind of like this monogram. I have the letter of their either surname or whatever letter they want in the background, and their first name in front. So for me, it's this one, Michelle, so I'm using my own name. And the other design is it's just the Michelle, and some people prefer that. So here I'm just trying to get this cut on my Cricut machine and making sure that I have all the settings correct. So before this video, I actually created my own, just kind of like a decal vinyl stickers for myself. And I went on the crazy route by just printing and cutting the M and putting the Michelle on top. But the downside to that is you can see the black behind the pink color. So this time I went through a different route, a more complicated route. So let me go ahead and read all of the letters properly with the new one that I printed. So for this one, I made sure that I have a cut out Michelle on the letter M, so that way you can't see the black behind the pink color. And I'm going to show this to you later on after I finish reading all of these letters. Alright, so now that I've done that, that is what that looks like. It's very clean and I read everything correctly. So some people like this design only. They don't want any big letter in the background, so I give them that option. And now the hard part. So this time, like I said, I cut out the name Michelle through the letter M. So this time it's very difficult and I have to be very, very careful. It tends to be very difficult depending on how intricate the letters or the cut are, or how long the name in the middle will be. So just like this one, as you can see, sometimes I struggle because there are some vinyl that needs to stay there as thin and as small as a rice grain, and it's very difficult to just let that stay on the paper and not get onto the, me pulling out the other vinyls. So this is what I do, and as you can see, you can see in the middle there are like cuts of like letters. So that's what I'm talking about. And the reason why it's out of the camera, I do apologize, is because I have very bad eyesight and I tend to go very close to the vinyl just to make sure that I am not missing anything. Like I don't accidentally read out that things that needs to stay on the paper. That is why it's out of the frame. Again, I do apologize. It's going to be on the frame later on soon, and you're going to see what it looks like. Alright, so now that we're all done, this is what the background looks like. This is the letter M that has the Michelle cut out in the middle. And the reason why I did this, like I said, because in the previous one, well, I just print the letter M and stick the Michelle on top. You can kind of see the black color behind the pink color, and I don't want that. I want it to be just, if it's black, it's black, it's pink. I don't want any color seeping through each other's color, so sometimes overlaying for me is not good. Alright, so now that we're done with weeding it, it's time to get our transfer tape and transfer the Michelle on the letter M. Well, at least on the cutout part. So this is what I do. I'm a bit lazy right now, and I'm just using the tip of the weeding tools. I do have a squeegee, but I was just too lazy to get it, so, and this one works anyway for me. So yeah, so that's that, and it's time to carefully place them in the center of the letter M. This is where it gets tricky. It depends on how long, how intricate the letter in the middle is. Usually it can be very easy, but for my name, it tends to get hard. I don't know why, but I try to make it center as possible. And now that I've already put it on its right place, that is what that looks like. And as you can see, it's way better. Again, I'm using the tip of the weeding tools. I'm so sorry. This is just for the sake of this video. I don't normally do this kind of thing when I'm doing other people's order, but it's just for this video, so I'm being lazy. So now it's time to take out the transfer tape, and now this is the tricky part. When your transfer tape is very sticky, it's so difficult to just let it stay on the paper. So what I did wrong here is I should have already used a big transfer tape, so that way I can just pull it out from the white paper and transfer it to the brush. But I made it very difficult for me, so now I'm struggling to make sure that I keep every letter onto the white paper. Again, if I had to do this the second time, I would have used a bigger transfer tape, and I'm going to show you that later on. Alright, so now that I have transferred the Michelle on the letter M, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful. You cannot see the black color behind the pink color. And this one, where I just print the entire M, or cut out an entire M and stick the Michelle on top of the letter M without cutting it, you can see the black color. But this one is very clean, and I like this better than this one because I can still see the black color through the pink color. So as for the brush, I have 4 different colors. I have this purple, this black and red, I have the green color, and I have this black and white flowers. So my customer has 4 choices. They can either choose either one of these colors, and also they can choose between what type of name or customize they want for their brush. So for this design, I'm going to use this purple color. So once again, I have customers also who did not want it customized, so I let them just, you know, not customize if they don't want to. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about when I said earlier that I should have used a bigger transfer tape. This is what it is. So you can see if I just used this big transfer tape, it would have been easier for me to just, again, you know, like this is my squeegee now. Now this time I'm using a squeegee because I have to make sure that they are properly attached onto the transfer tape. So if I used a big transfer tape earlier when I took Michelle, it would have been this easy. So yeah, so that's what that looks like. Everything is clean. Make sure there's no dirt, no dust, no anything, because that's gonna have bubbles later on if there is any dirt or dust. So you have to make sure everything is clean. And this is what I do. I put it right in the center, well actually a little bit higher, just so the bottom part has a little bit more space in case my customer wants to put anything underneath there. So yeah, so that's what that looks like. So when I'm done, I just press it down properly, use a squeegee, make sure that there is no air bubbles, making sure that everything is attached and not coming off. So I forgot if I have mentioned earlier that I use permanent vinyl for this one. So the reason for that being is so that they don't come off on its own. But of course, if you decided to peel them and, you know, pull them out, they will come off. But if you're not doing anything to it, it would not come off on its own. So here I am just making sure that it is attached properly. And after that, I just slowly peel off the transfer tape as slowly, as carefully as I could. As you can see, I just zoomed you guys right in, and this is how you know that it has already sticked onto the brush properly, is when you pull it, the sticker doesn't come off. So there is a possibility that it would also come off or like get onto the transfer tape, and that's not a problem. Just like so, I put it back in and I squeegeed some more and I pushed it, and when you pull it, it doesn't come off anymore. And as you can see, another one again that this is a very sticky transfer tape, so that's why this happens, but it's no problem. Go back with your squeegee again and there you go, no problem, it's gonna be done. So after this, I would recommend to not touch it. Do not try to move it around. Don't use it for at least 24 hours. Let the vinyl sit onto the project. If you're using it on a comb, or a tumbler or anything, make sure that you don't touch it, don't move it, let it sit and let it cure, because it needs time to kind of cure on the surface. Let the adhesive do its work. Do not do anything to it. So yeah, so this is what it looks like, and it's very, very beautiful and I love it. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that sometimes I would also include some homemade scrunchies, hair scrunchies, like so. I have them in satin, I have them in silk, and I have them in just plain cotton. I have them in all different colors, but I pick it randomly. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I absolutely love it. And again, I give my customers an option to change their colors if they want to. And now this depends on whether or not I have the color in stock. So yeah, if you have any questions, just comment down below and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Please like this video and do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!